Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Last time we left off, we went through kind of like a spiritual journey. Eivor had this upsetting dream where he essentially dreamt that his brother, or he was going to betray his brother, I believe. Or was it the other way around? I'm pretty sure it was he was going to betray his brother. Sigurd. So he went through that dream with the shaman. He came out the other end. He's like, whoa, that sucks. But then Sigurd in real life came back and they're fine. Eivor is all like, I don't want this to happen. So he's trying to be, you know, on good relations with him. We went through a siege, went through a raid, we won. And then that dude ran away that we were trying to find, but we will find him. So I left off last episode saying we should go to this waterfall because we're gonna stay on the main quest, but I do want to get into these little like mystery things. And that will be edited down much more like rapidly than the quests. So instead of like traveling to it, you'll probably just see the actual thing. Okay, legit, Spider-Man has nothing on us. Like, Spider-Man got nothing on us. We're just like climbing this giant waterfall. There it is. This is it. So in the Origins game, this is like where a lot of like enemies would hide out. There'd be like a lot of baddies here. But it might not be the same thing as this game. Ooh. Rage of Helheim. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it. That was worth it. Oh, abilities. Wait. Abilities are learned through books of knowledge. They are powerful fighting moves that can be used during battle at cost of adrenaline. Some abilities focus on melee, while others provide range abilities. Up to 8 abilities can be assigned at once. Improved abilities. When you find a second book of knowledge with the same ability, that ability is dramatically improved. Books of knowledge. To find more books of knowledge, explore the world and search for wealth in each territory. Books are often heavily guarded in monasteries or military camps. Wow. Enter a fit of rage and slam your enemy to the ground, leaving them helpless in the face of a barrage of hits. Alternate quickly between L and B, L and RB. Taps to avoid losing balance. Oh, and then you can assign, I don't know, A. A's fine. I get it. It's like a... Oh. Yo, sick. That was so worth it. Hold RT melee abilities. Okay, and then I can press... Okay, cool. And then let's see if I can do it now. And then you see in the bottom right, that's where it was selected. Okay, that was extremely worth it. That was dope. So that system is similar to Odyssey. Odyssey had a very similar system, but you found it differently. I want to jump in the water. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's just jump in the water. Nice. And it's cold. It's super cold. I don't think... Can we go further? Can we go, like, dive? No, we can't. Deadly cold. That makes sense. Or Hortifilk? Hortifilk. And we have a difficulty rating now. The enemies are gonna get crazier. This could be a trap. What?
What is all this? Who bangs the drums of war?
Look at you!
A battle-hardened Vikinger. Just what we need.
Oh, and what do you need this battle-hardened warrior for?
One day, we will be the greatest warriors beneath our banner. Skulls will write songs of the wolf pack, but we must first practice our raiding.
Going on a raid. Then we shall raid. 3 wolves and I will be forced to your lead.
Wolf pack, onwards!
Wolf pack!
They ran. 4 warriors, like 4 limbs of one clawing body. Each limb built to kill, destroy.
Alright, kid. Okay. Join my crew. We will raid and plunder poor Chester by the coast. What do we even here? Let's just keep going to Alrekstad. Oh, okay, she's with us. She's with us. I guess we got a little friend now. Didn't realize she'd like just join. These enemies? No, these are just random people. Cool, Alrekstad. Ooh, it's like a big town. Okay, cool. We have a little mission. I think that's a mission, a side mission. Let's go to the main chapter. The music is so excellent. Is that wealth? It's coming from over here. Here, let's get off. It's easier to walk around without the horse. Crudely forged key. I wonder what for. The pigs got loose in the house and now the cellar key is gone. It is your turn. Dig through the shiz. It's YouTube, so I'm trying not to consciously swear. Though I hear if it like comes out like not that often, you're fine, but I'm scared to risk swearing on YouTube. In real life, I swear like a lot. It's kind of crazy, the difference. Simple offer, Fjordi. We do not need to sneak around like this. Your brother will not learn our plan. He cannot read. I will sail with you to Greenland after you ride with me like the storm-tossed sea. Whoa. Sneefrid. My, I just read like this kinky letter. Oh, I did not expect that.
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Oh, these are bad guys? Distrust area. Alright, let's just go to the main thing for now.
Shall we lock horns? Sink it faster than me. You are the winner.
Oh, are we drinking again?
Let's see your silver. What's a drinking game without a prize?
Let's do it. Medium bet.
Let's do this.
Let's do
Man
it.
your horn.
Yeah, let's do it. Yes, another one. I mean, bet. We won money too. Sick. And now we're drunk. We're wasted. And we got into the mission wasted.
You have just won your heart's desire, Eivor. Yet by the look on your face, you have lost your will to live.
Gorm is here with the last of his men. Why does that troll dare show his face?
Leave it for another day. We are here under Harald's truce, and Gorm is too weak to try anything bold.
Here's a seed stain on his father's trousers. I should wipe him from this world.
Not tonight,
Wow.
Eivor. Leave it.
That's a sick insult.
Basim, watch over this one and see that he warms himself with drink. I will find my father and escort him to the Longhouse.
As you wish.
Is Hytham well?
He will heal, but never fully recover. It is fortunate that you were able to succeed where he failed.
My resolve was strong.
When you slew Kjotve, did you see a sigil on him? Silver, the size of my palm, bearing the symbol of an ash tree?
Take it. Trade it for what you can.
I know where Gorm is camped. If you wish to see him without anyone the wiser, there is a trick I can teach you.
Already looking for another princess? All right, I'll bite. What do I do?
Use your cloak to obscure your face. Blend into the crowd. Divert attention. Hide in plain sight.
The trick is put on a hood. All right, that's a pretty good trick. You want me to join your brotherhood? Is this how your brotherhood operates?
A gift of knowledge from a man I hardly know. Is this your way of asking me to join your brotherhood?
Not at all. So long as men and women fight to secure honor and freedom, their allegiance hardly matters to me.
I suppose there's no shame in using deception when honor is at stake. And Gorm is a stain on that honor.
Then let's see what can be done to cleanse that stain. Give it a try. A few things you should know before you step into his camp. Walking unseen through hostile territory is an exercise in subtlety.
Do we have our hood on? Yeah, we do.
A hood makes you forgettable, dismissed at a distance. Remain far from watchful eyes, and you will be invisible to them. Do not draw blade or hammer, for these and other sudden movements can break your disguise.
Oops. Don't want to go ahead of him.
And in case I wasn't clear, you will need to put up your hood for the trick to work.
We have like a sick robe. It's like a hooded robe. Yeah, basically, right?
Gorm is there, in the camp ahead.
Okay, you want me to go? Enter Gorm's cabin and cloak diminishes unwanted attention. Do I need to like walk slowly? No, I could just... It's so funny that no one cares because I have a hood on.
Empty stomach.
You have to eat something before drinking that much.
How does that go? Feed before me.
Wait, what?
Fight smart.
What?
Use your glimmer.
Wait, I don't get it. Why did that happen? I love that. That's so sick.
Keep the boat busy.
How did I mess that up? I don't understand. My hood was on.
Slow this imp. No!
So I do need to walk slowly?
Drive away!
Hold it on, you thrall!
Was that it? Was that all of them? Yo, how did I mess that up though? I don't understand. My hood was on. Like what? So I'm just gonna assume I have to walk slowly, right? Because I didn't. My weapons were sheathed. Like they're hidden. I don't know what went wrong. It's probably the slow thing. I didn't walk slow.
You Arga shit! Take up your weapon and follow me beyond these walls. Let Odin's favor land where it may.
You dare not break the king's peace here. So fuck you and your god talk. What say you to that?
Gormy.
You are all subject to King Harald's truce. Break his peace and you will be cast out of Alrikstad.
I will give you no trouble. You were shat into this world without honor, Gorm.
Oh my god.
Leave as a turd dumped into hell's deepest ditch.
The insults in this game.
Keep crowing, Eivor. You only make yourself an easier target.
The all thing will have started. I should find Sigurd.
Oh my god, that was funny. That was just kind of a hot mess, to be honest.
My love for you.
Does everyone in Alrikstad play their love game so loudly?
No, it's just my husband. He cannot satisfy his wife.
Oh my god.
Old age?
No, he's still young and fit. It was not always so. He could not keep us apart when we were raiding.
He would plow you during raids.
Oh my
Our
god.
first time was in the middle of a burning village.
Whoa.
After a while, the crew made us stop. They said it was distracting.
The crew made us
Love
stop.
can burn brighter near death. Have you tried revisiting these memories?
Yeah, but talking about it is not the same. I need to feel it, smell it.
So you need to bring the excitement of the raid
Smell
into your
it.
bed.
You could help us pretend we are raiding.
Oh my
That will
god.
make my water flow. Come, we must tell my husband.
I was only, well, all right.
Oh, all
Grab
right.
your weapon, you big, strong Vikinger.
This is
Today
awkward.
we raid.
A raid? Now?
Join me in the blood dance. Fill me with your battle lust.
This is awkward.
Oh, yes, yes! Let us go, Viking! Maybe you could start by breaking things.
And scream.
Are they paying
as
us
you do,
for this?
Like it is really happening.
Are they paying us? They just want us to break stuff?
It is amusing, but not arousing.
Yeah, it does not feel real enough.
Maybe you need more fire, like your first time.
Yes!
Burn the
down
house.
our house. Yes!
This is kind of funny, actually.
Burn it to the ground!
I keep pressing the wrong button. So they want us to get them going by burning stuff down. That's hilarious. You guys are gonna die.
What did it? I am as hard as Heimdall's tower.
Then ram me like the Valkyrin's gates and enter Valhalla. Take all plunder you want, Vikinger.
Oh,
And take us
we got the
also
key.
and let the love hunger consume you.
Another time, maybe. But I will help myself to your chest.
what do we get? World event, the rekindling. That's cool how they're doing side missions. That it's like within the world. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not, you kind of don't know exactly what you're doing, but it's a side mission. And then when you finish it,
Come on then.
whoa, what? Why do I have an enemy already? There we go.
Tell me Gorm still lives, Eivor.
It pains me to say. He does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Yeah.
Many of you knew my father, Halfdan the Black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown taller.
They buried his arse near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify. And turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Yor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together, we fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Ljuvina. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Background! You lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Kill him, banish him, you decide. This is big. Oh my god. This is the craziest choice. So you decide. Oh my god. All right, we gotta think. Kill him. I mean, who knows if he actually kills him? Banish him. You decide. Banish? Maybe banish? You know what's crazy? Kill him and you decide both have periods, and banish him does not. I think banish him is like more open-ended. Let's do banish.
Exile, Lord. Banish him to the wilds where even a slave could kill him with impunity.
A wise choice. Death would be too easy a way out. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exiled. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
Wonder what would happen if we... Wonder if he would have been killed.
May I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harald brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him.
What? What in hell's name are you doing, father?
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished.
You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right.
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace.
You will die a thrall. You drink-addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
The insults are amazing. drink-addled cow.
Forgive my son. He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
That was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
Oh god, more big decision. Okay, seek Valhalla. I am bound to Sigurd. I do not know my fate. Dude. I seek Valhalla. I am bound to Sigurd. I do not know my fate. Yo, I don't know. I'm bound to Sigurd? He's my brother? Yeah?
My fate is tied to my brothers. Where Sigurd goes, I follow.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd, and I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me.
Huh.
Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
Whoa. Tough decisions. Tough decisions. Huh. I don't know if... For now, Sigurd seems fine. Like, I don't know why we would betray him. Or why he would betray us. And like King Harald just wants anyone with him.
He's already marking his territory.
Yeah.
Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harald may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
You there? What are you
God.
doing?
Oh god.
If you wish to have words, come closer.
No. No.
It's Eivor. Open the door.
Come in, but keep your voice down. I will alert Harald's men.
Where will we live? The English will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian ways!
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harald?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward to newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing? In a land we do not know? Among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
Whoa. Okay, this game makes you choose really big things, really big directions. We take the resources to England, we leave the resources. This is crazy. We leave the resources for Strayborn. We take the resource to England. I'm gonna go with us. Eivor is the one that said,
if we go, we will need all the help we can get. I say we take the spoils for our own.
I abhor such theft. But if this is what it takes to sway you to my cause, I accept.
Styrbjörn will prosper by the generosity of his new king. Kjotve's goods belong to us.
To England, then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
I mean, I didn't want to betray, like, us, Eivor. I didn't want, you know, even though that would have made Sigurd much happier.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Okay, we're off to England. Yeah, like, I couldn't go against the character that we are and that we're playing. I mean, I guess, I don't know, it would have felt weird, to be honest. It would have felt weird. I wish I could do that. I wish I could parkour.
I don't like the way those soldiers watch me.
I find it flattering.
And it's, I find it flattering.
You and carry you off to the capital.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. King Harold's being a little brat.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's time. We can just fast travel back if we need to do stuff.
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
Hopefully you can come back.
That chance is past. Look.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Oh snap. Oh snap.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise. There's nothing for me here. I must go make my name in the world.
So our dad's like, no, please stay.
And you have plundered Fornburg's resources, I see. You leave nothing behind but your honor.
You left me no choice. I entered the Alving a prince. I left the son of a Jarl.
There are always choices, Sigurd. I will not stand between you and yours, but I do not accept it. 17 winters ago, I opened my door to you, Eivor. And now, your only thanks is to rob me? I should have left you to the wolves.
Oh, snap.
Sad old elk. Do not carry his words with you to England. He brought this day upon himself.
I know.
Huh. I mean, that's awkward. That's some family drama. Whoa, what? Oh, I can't go back to the map? Oh, world map not available.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool. Put some muscle into those
Weeping
bulls.
sacks of wool.
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Ragi, sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
This is awesome.
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia,
Whoa.
a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny.
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Or Valhalla. No way. The game's just beginning. That's pretty crazy. That's a big, crazy intro. Oh, we're gonna go back to, with Layla. This is when the game gets, like, kind of weird and meta, and, like, you'll see. You'll see. Cool music.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Sirka went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean.
I want to see the aurora borealis. Earthquakes.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
All right.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
So, I wonder if it's gonna explain it, but basically, Layla, they work for this company called Abstrago, which like goes back in the past. Like this is Eivor, and she just came out of that machine that lets her go back into the past through like science. I forget how. Like it's a complicated thing, and I'm pretty sure the company is like pure evil. I'm sure it's going to explain.
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion.
It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Like what? Who cares?
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
Abstergo, yeah.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
All right. So there's usually, so this is the machine that like lets you go back. It's the Animus, lets you go back in time. That's how we view like what Eivor is doing, and that's how you viewed what was happening in Odyssey and Origins. But
feeling okay?
Let's do this.
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff?
They use DNA.
Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
This is a cool cabin. So there's gonna be clues.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
I'm almost positive this is from the other games, the staff. Pretty sure. I kind of forget, to be honest.
Let's have a look.
But there's clues that'll tell us right now. Okay, let's read, because it helps. Okay, from Rami to Layla. Thanks for clearing that up in such a profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. I don't have COVID. Whoa. What? When did this game come out? This has to be an update. Yeah, it came out 2020. Whoa, okay, they updated it. And I'm well isolated. It's just 3 of us traveling together, staying out of sight. I don't like the sound of any of this, Layla, and I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number, I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell father that you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about, how his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want him to know that you're safe. Forgive the short email. I want to call, but I'm not using phones right now, and my time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand, and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for Abstergo. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story, and I won't bother you with the details, but was it for me? Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they've shown me things, given me opportunities that open my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I effed up last year, bad, more than once. I need to make it up right now. I need to make it up. I need to make it right. Whoa. I know all this sounds cryptic. It is, but I'm not in danger. Not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little? Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. They've been at this a lot longer than I have. and they're going to see me through this, I promise. At this time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll just be like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them. I'm doing fine. Your sis L. Layla. Good, I'm ready. Okay. One last message, after which all communication between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks, but they were sloppy, left traces of their activity on everything. Digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toys has on you. But they know better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I am curious to know more about this heir of memories epithet. Epithet, right? Yeah. It is not a phrase which you have all heard in our decades of research. In a few weeks' time, we'll contact you once more. If you're interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you're not interested or you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent, and now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. It can feel like we're living through a Yeatsian nightmare. Mere anarchy is loose upon the world. In many ways we are. But there's hope, there's a cure, us. In the past few months we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message, a very promising message, that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. Wow. You have a gift and curse. The gift of old blood, the curse of not understanding it. We can help you if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Who the F is this? Would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? Atlantis. This is from Odyssey, yeah. All right, I know it's a lot of reading, but this is interesting, I think, and hopefully you guys do too. Layla, as you trapeze about England, Bex and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones more accurately. They operated in Britain. Oh, right, because the Roman Empire was in Britain, or the area that was England. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge history major, but it was the Roman Empire. They were up there. They operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain. So I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or loss of faith, not sure, but we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Bassam or Hythen are the first in half a century. So those are the secret dude, the secret guys. From our own archives, I believe there are 6 main bureaus operating in the Roman period. Like Leicestershire, London, Winchester, York, Essex, Gloucestershire. Those British names are hard to say. These won't be the Saxon names, so you'll have to read between lines. Animus anomalies. Bex noticed these about 10 embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Eivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce occipital shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Those are like... These in the last games were like giant bosses. They're like crazy bosses. So those could be fun. A piece of Eden. We don't know of any Isu artifacts, but you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there. And this is a period where they're often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? True. All right, here we go. All right. Preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancients into Templars as we know them today has always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. It is commonly understood that the origins of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and this indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of the Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter, this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of the Ancients, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. With an aim to expand our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to his age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weekends, he followed various matriarchy, and patronal lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries. In search of assassins and or Templars in his bloodline, he found none of minor interest. However, was the following personage here noted for the peculiarity of his biography. Alrekur Thoraldsson, an early 9th century Jute who sailed north from modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Alrekur made it as far as Stavanger before running afoul of a powerful clan there. Alrekur was defeated in battle and enthralled as a slave. He escaped his captivity some 10 years later and returned to Jutland to marry and settle down. The location of Alrekur's map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor relic, no doubt remains confirmed. Ooh, we gotta find Thor's hammer. Alrekur's ancestors would later sail to England following the Normans' conquest of the island, settling in what is now called Loughborough in modern-day Leicestershire. The irony that a man named Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066 was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relieve the genetic memories of his grandfather to, quote, give a Nazi a proper bollocking. That's funny.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me, and save us all from another death.
Strange message broadcast from an unknown source north of the Arctic Circle. The message was broadcast for 9 days and ceased. Spectrum analysis of the message revealed coordinates to a Norse gravesite in New England, USA. Whoa.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. So here we go.
What's a prat? I forget that. What is a prat?
No, come
Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. A stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Deontology.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Wow. That was really deep. December 19th, 2012.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just
that's from
moments.
The earlier
They
games.
pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me, teases me, drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy, God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know, but you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Wow, crazy. I know it's long, but we'll just get it over with now. Okay, we should go through this. Okay. Acquired from the Eagle Barrow Cassandra. So this is from Odyssey. Pursued and manufactured date late in the Isu Singularity Age. This staff, one of the many Isu staves, known to us, is first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, and restore and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average life, or average human. We'll scan through this. It appears to work by reading, copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication. So it's essentially like a very important healing staff. Super important. Okay, nothing there. Pictures. Pictures don't require talking. Northern Lights. Okay, this is just them finding Eivor. So what is this that we didn't read? Read this. Okay. Rebecca, before we met at the site, I want you to see these. Last week I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek and came across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled upon 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory's foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all this, I don't know. Often I grasp outside of my areas of expertise. I am enthusiastic, but often wrong. Let me know if something else strikes you, Layla. Message 1. Layers upon layers of reality, each blurring to the next, which is real and which is not. What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We ran through thousands of simulations, searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each one of them felt real. But there's no way of truly knowing, is there? Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean erasure. Teasing the assassin maxim, nothing is true. Must be careful not to confuse truths with facts. However, a language game you will always lose. Though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it, the world, the universe, reality, what have you, it is always out there. I believe that, simulated or no. We could imagine a dozen nested simulations, with each one on the level of itself would constitute a full reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is a great cellular automata. And further, there is a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. If the universe were a simulation, what would it matter? The simulation itself would be real, and therefore everything within it would be real within the confines of the simulation. Say a scientist would be able to simulate pain by inducing only a few neurons to fire, no physical harm. I am in pain. The subject says, no, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless, as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. No surprise, you were designed to have boundaries after all, and one cannot speak of that which cannot conceive. The code equations that define life, they are nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, a symbol, all part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It is the one rule which applies to us all, immutable, inescapable. We know this. Humans were the instruments of an earlier species, the Izu. Resist the temptation to say superior, different. They were better suited to some tasks, ill-suited to others, possessed of a mind that we cannot know, but that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an Izu? What is it like to be a bat? The implications that the Izu could read time is interesting, but if humans could read time, would it necessarily be in the same manner for the same purpose? Whether constructor evolved or a little of both as we are, we cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. A round disc on its edge is a wheel, on its side a plate. How we use something often determines value and its perceived purpose. Whoa. Break the code, break the node. These walls tell of a tragic story, a story we transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts, a story we could not alter, a mystery defying us. In plain sight, we tried. Our scholars, our scientists, poets, and our physicists, bright minds, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The stories written into the walls of these rooms, the reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. The Toba catastrophe, a supervolcanic event paired with a mass coronal injection, was the beginning of the end for the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, towered its available oxygen levels, and generally effed things up. The Isu never recovered, but by our estimations, the last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans of creation ruled the roost. This disaster is not unforeseen. Isu scientists had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades, before the catastrophe occurred. To protect themselves, they've worked furiously to find a solution. 6 methods they tried, but due to toxic combination of hubris, political infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles revived, and he was saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. This voice laments the compounded failure of the species to save themselves, but the truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us. Success deferred. Then this message, break the code, break the node, insistent and very puzzling. Linear continuity is a simulation that allows for variations. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes, choke points, moments where algorithms converge the flows of superposed possibilities to a singular moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses in the paths into nodes which branch out. Again and again and again. Can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to course correct Desmond's act of defiance? The incoming node needs the world to end. The algorithms have been carving the flow of possibilities towards that end for over 100 years now. Collapse a wave. Well, outside my area of expertise, must contact someone who knows this shiz better, but it seems to be saying the structure of space-time, the universe is built in which a way that certain events or clusters of events are compelled to occur. A bottleneck through which space-time flows, and when you're the impossible to avoid, there is something about this catastrophe, the one that Desmond averted in 2012, that compels it to return. Indifferent to our fear and pain, it is a tidal wave rippling across the sea of space. It crashed once again against the dike that stopped it for a time, but the sea rears back for another strike, and again and another, and another. That gives us some clarity to what is happening out all around us, but it remains unclear how to change it, especially from within an animus, a simulation within a simulation. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processes are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so we can perceive just what you need to. Neither more nor less. These are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. We could subtly see time. That would not guarantee the same perception that Izu possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity. If we may, let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact in knowing guarantees a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do, and for different purposes. Humans see in a well-known spectrum. This sense of color is defined to the 3 cones we possess, yet nocturnal creatures see with a different scope for a different purpose: night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolved in concert with their needs and are now constrained by them as we are. Light is only a fact seen askance and used differently by different species. To suggest that we read time is to imply we have a specific use for time. Last one. The next chapter is unsolvable, and yet the greatest of revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code, and in so doing, escape the escapable. The animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. The understanding genetic memories and eye into history, your animus is different. As is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code, it could make the leap, and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there from within the confines of an animus, a simulation within this so-called simulation, but I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been. Calculations of time, I'm not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real. Facts do matter, but from any moment in time I choose within the animus, I can integrate the memory. I can ask the world, what if Bayek and Aya had stayed together? So that's from Origins. What if Kemu had not been murdered? Also Origins, I believe. I can suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. What would I want to? Why would I want to? For knowledge, for a better understanding of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am, in a sense, a reader of the calculations, as the Izu were in past days. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something. That was the most amount of reading I've ever done in a game. Oh my god. That was interesting, though. I do not blame you guys if you skip that part. It's okay. Not that much reading is not for everyone. Even for me, that's a lot of reading. I think we're done here. My goodness. Oh my goodness.
You mind if I put some music on? Go for it. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
Whoa.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right. Sean has been busy.
Stranger message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. So what is it? A cryptic sound file, voice unknown with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code, led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. While silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite. A Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news if we have it right. Questions remain. How did these bones get here and why? Yeah, because then they, in real life, like not in this game, but this game is like, I think historically accurate. In terms of not Eivor, but like generally speaking, that the Vikings came to North America way earlier than they thought.
Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
Okay, let's see if we gotta do anything else. Ooh. Satellite. That'd be so crazy to be like watching satellites fall.
Damn.
Northern Lights would be really cool to watch though, all the time.
Probably bought this in a coffee shop somewhere in Concord.
Oh, they're in New Hampshire? Or close to it. That makes sense. There's a ton of mountains there. Yeah, this whole part of the game, you just got to read a lot of it, and then it doesn't. There's not too much info later.
I should do this more often.
No more reading. They're just more like cutscenes. It is a lot. It is. I have to say, very confusing if you're not familiar with the Assassin's Creed games. I could see how it could be confusing. So like in Origins, they had Layla in like this cave in the desert because she found Bayek, and in the outhouse.
Oof. I'd rather walk into town than use this.
Outhouses are terrifying. And then in Odyssey, I'm forgetting, but it was a similar setup. Similar setup where she found the character.
Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
What happens if we try to leave?
Layla, can't run away from this.
Oh, you can't go further. They did that. Okay. All right. Valid. Yeah, I think we're ready to go back. So again, like I said, if you come away with it not knowing, that's fine. If you
All right,
do,
time to go.
that's cool.
Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Whoa. Yeah, so if you come away from it knowing some stuff, that's cool. And if you don't worry too much about it. The game will explain. I don't think a lot of people know about this part in Assassin's Creed unless you've played it. It's just kind of confusing in general. But interesting. England, 873 CE. We did it. We did it.
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes. I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick and a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Right, I forgot that there's drastic religious beliefs obviously in the past, like, well, and now too, but like in the past it was really a big deal.
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dag.
Oh,
Are
baptism.
the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. But someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled. Come to. Stop the boats. Pull up over there. The way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp. I will go.
And I will be right
Oh, that chain. Okay.
You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that. Calm yourself, lucky son.
Can I control this ship now? There we go. All right. Let's see the map. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we can't go back to... Wait, no, Atlas. Hold on. Norway. Wait, Norway. Okay, wait. Northumbria, Mercia, East Anglia, Wessex. Oh my god, look at this power. It's like 1,160. Wait, I can't go back to Norway? I'm sure later we'll be able to go back to Norway. Right? Right? Okay, well, it's fine. We'll go back eventually. There's no way that we won't go back. And we can do stuff there too. But I mean, the story is continuing in England, so we gotta go with the story. Okay. We're gonna pause here. This is a big episode because of Layla and all that. And we're in England. This is really cool. This is super like just Assassin's Creed is always just epic. Epic in scope, epic in every way. Okay, so in the next episode we'll get out of this boat and we will continue to see what England has to offer, who we gotta battle. We gotta release this chain. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.